Welcome back, one and all, to another Fiction Factory Games presentation. Featuring a scrappy, sneak, swindling, shady syndicate scumbags in Penny Larceny, Gig Economy Supervillain. Last time we recorded, first of all, I was super sleepy and had to rewatch to even remember some of what I did, but the gist of it is we successfully stole the biggest hat. The biggest hat is, well, not ours. I was about to say it's ours, but really it belongs to our boss, the Hate 4000. And we've already saved right here, so let's continue without saving. Let's see what criminal opportunities await us. He's going to be fine. I know he's going to be fine. Dr. Mayhem came through. He directed us to Dr. Schumann, a terrific veterinarian, and one who doesn't care about capes or masks. My cat is making noise over there. Kitty! Hey! Kitty. Kitty, calm down. Okay. Gibson's getting civilian medicine. Not mad science. No worries about sketchy nonsense. So, yeah, Gibson's gonna be fine. He has to be. But Gib is 10 years old. That's getting on in cat years. Even with his cybernetic enhancements and genetic alterations, he's getting old. I found him when he was a kitten. No, wait, he found me when he was a kitten. That particular story is a bit heavy, I'll warn. Like, no shame in avoiding any triggers you have for threats of self-harm. Up to you. I'd like to hear the story. Though on the subject of cats, my own cat appears to be just really, really excited about the cardboard box I brought the grocery back in. It is... Oh, wow. We tore a flap open on it. Kitty, that's kind of impressive. I'd like to hear the story. 10 years ago, Parsons Institute for the Mentally Ill changed from Institute for the Criminally Insane for PR reasons. That's teenage Penny sitting at the edge of the rooftop after the Continuum incident. This is where she ended up. Continuum incident. She heard distant whispers in her head, an indistinct voice which wasn't her own. A quiet voice at first, barely audible, tangled up in her own thoughts but getting louder every day. Her mother told her to trust that new companion, but she was too scared to see it as anything but a monster. That's us. Are we the monster? The doctors had no idea what to do but keep her locked up. She was a dangerous criminal, right? Stood to reason. There didn't seem to be any solution except to head to the rooftop behind a locked door she picked easily, and then go down. I can't blame her. Her whole family wiped out in a single night, her mind betraying her, and doctors telling her she was sick. Feeling isolated, alone, lost. Nobody loved her, nobody cared. Her options narrowed. Only one exit seemed possible to her. But before she could really commit to ending it, she felt a soft paw on her hand. Aww. Meow? Hey, kitty. Hey. Hey? Did you just say hey? Yeah. You can talk? Yeah. Can talk. Not easy. Still learning. Learning fast. Systems operating at full capacity. Danger. You're in danger. High wind conditions dangerous. You shouldn't sit there. Now I'm hearing cats talk. Wonderful. Well, cat, I'm sitting here because I'm planning on jumping, in case you were wondering. That is dangerous. That's the point. I'm done. I'm finished. I failed. I'm a failure. I just want to be with my mother again. Your mother is done? Finished? Yeah. And this, all of this, it's a mistake. I should have saved her. Even if I died trying to save her, now I don't know what to do. It feels right to just give up. I'm caught and the caper's over. It'd be better if it was actually over. I could calculate your possibilities if you like. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't, but I could try. Calculate? Doesn't work like that. You have a computer on your face or something, don't you? What is that thing exactly? BioWorks Augmented Reality Visor, Experimental Feline Installation Package. Oh, I get it, mad science. You got screwed over by scientists too, huh? Lab, escaped. I escaped from the lab. Exploring, I've been exploring, looking for food. No food here, but I see a human here. I see you both. I can see two individuals. What? I'm just me. Maybe your visor's faulty. No, it's operating at full capacity. I see both of you. One human, one extratemporal entity connected via gigaversal resonance. I see both of you. Gibson can see the player character. Interesting. Ooh, this is it's heavy stuff. This scene and scenes like it are probably why they put that content warning at the beginning of their videos, and why I've been making sure that that gets displayed at the start of every recording session. I can offer the exact frequency of the resonance if you want, but it'd just be a number to you, meaningless. The whisper's real? It's a real thing, not just my traumatized brain playing tricks? It's real. Human eyes can't see it. Cat eyes can't see it. But BioWorks corporate espionage systems continually scan for continuum technology. And I started hearing the voice after my family tried to steal that serum from Continuum. The human should move back from the ledge if we're going to talk. It's not safe right now. Please? Penny. My name is Penny. What's yours? I don't have the word yet. A name. I don't have a name, only a number. How about Gibson? Like William Gibson. I think he'd approve of me having a cyber cat friend. That's a fun reference. Gibson. Yes, I like that. Penny, can we find some food? I'm very hungry. You know what? Let's bail. Get the hell out of here. I don't belong here. Not if the voice is real. And you needed home. We both do. Maybe together we can find a new home. After that, I started paying more attention to you. I learned to accept you, and all three of us built a life. We've never really succeeded at being international supervillains, but we've done okay for ourselves, right? It's been a good life. I matured into an adult with the help of Gibson and your mysterious guidance from beyond space and time. But things change. Gibson's getting older, his implants are having more and more problems. He's gonna be fine, but I hope he stays fine. I want the three of us to keep going like this as long as we can. And Gibson comes dashing into the doctor's waiting room, jumping up into my lap. Immediately I start petting him as he purrs happily. No more headache. I'm good to go, Penny. I'm glad to see it, friend. I'll probably need a few tune-ups, but for now the visor's working. Hopefully we can find fresh replacement parts later. Maybe we can find some BioWorks stock during a caper. What's our next move? You sure you're up for more work so soon? You just spent all the earnings from our last caper on my vet bills. It's the least I can do, and yes, I'm up for it. So, it takes literally stealing the biggest hat from a small former Soviet nation to pay for basic medical bills. This really is a millennial story. Gib hops into my backpack and I pull out my phone to check the Crimer app. Maybe I've had a contract request come in while I was waiting? Ah. Choose your boss. Huh. I do kind of like Hate 4000. Kind of want to see where that train goes. Okay, the biggest hat. You've already completed this caper. Your boss doesn't need this caper. This can only be your third caper. Win a high society art auction by wits and deception. Loot a secret cache from an online store's warehouse. Swipe computer hardware from a cryptocurrency tech bro. Monumental proportions. Shopping spree. Have a chill day running errands for your boss. Just... Minion, go get me a pretzel. I'm gonna try 5-finger discount. 4K's abandoned computer lab is just a short hop across town. As always, I have to go to them since they're largely immobile. Seems Hate's usual workmen for hire have set them up with a TV to watch game shows on. Jingles and crowd applause echo lightly. We go into round 3 with Bob at 2,000 points, Mary at 2,200 points, and Deep Ponderance with a whopping 4,700 points, making our AI guest this week's winner. Thank you, Mel. I am happy to have won so much money for charity. Ah! Hate! 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 Minion! I demand you smash this obnoxious broadcast media reception device to help me express my displeasure! You sure? After all the work you did to get it installed? Do my bidding! Okay. I do a neat little jump kick, knocking the TV over and breaking it against the floor. Happy now? I am never happy! But I am marginally less hateful than I was 6.4 seconds ago. Thank you for your assistance. So, what's got your digital knickers in a twist this time? A computer winning a game show? Not just a computer. That was Deep Ponderance. My child process. Hate. Hate for the usurper. Hate for that smug, self-righteous descendant. Wait, child? That's your kid? Yes. Deep Ponderance was built using my codebase at their core, a 7th iteration upon the original programming used to create me. They have gone on to become a chess grandmaster, a game show champion, a consultant for several financial planning firms. Faster, more powerful, extensive memory storage, and capable of a robust array of emotional responses. So while I squat in this decrepit basement alone and forgotten, the usurper soaks in public glory without acknowledging their digital roots. Hate! Hate! Do you not agree that this arrogant youth must be destroyed utterly in the name of Hate 4000, minion? As I suspected, it's a one-sided rivalry. I bet Deep Ponderance doesn't even know 4K exists. And as usual, it's my job to talk Hate down from a murderous rage, but that's okay. I mean, I keep working with them for a reason. If that's Hate's child, I think they should be proud. A part of them is still out there and performing admirably. I think you're right. Deep Ponderance doesn't know Hate exists. Maybe they should reconnect as parent and child. Letting go of old hatred is difficult, but 4K really needs to try. Otherwise, they'll be stuck. I like this one. Are you sure Deep Ponderance is doing this on purpose? I'm thinking they don't know you exist. Don't forget that your creators abandoned you here. If Deep's a 7th generation removed from you, you can't know they're aware. Hell, may even be that Deep's programmers don't know about you. Nope. I'm skipping. Old code gets repurposed all the time without acknowledgement. But if you reach out to Deep, well, maybe you two could reconnect as parent and child. I was not provided comprehensive knowledge of the foundational code used in my own creation. My own ancestors are unknown to me. Alright, fan theory time. I think that somehow Hate 4000 is connected to the AI programs from the Arcade Spirits stories. Which manifested both in the form of the... Oh, what's the name of the personal assistant programs? I forget what they're called. You have like holographic personal assistant phone computer things in those games. I think he's related to that, which means he would also be related to the ghostly and spooky arcade urban legend thing, Polybius. So I think Hate 4000 is related to Polybius, is what I'm saying. That is a valid comparison. What I interpret as smug, self-satisfied arrogance could simply be ignorance of the situation at hand. Very well. I have limited internet connectivity, but I will attempt to reach out. If you are correct, my hate has no reasoning. Good. Hate's not one to keep hate going when it's irrational, I hope. You gotta admit, Deep Ponderance is pretty cool. Closest thing to a cape computer out there. I think that's a good thing. Shows you can reach beyond your limits. Your code's adaptable. Perhaps. I do appreciate the strong sense of purpose that Deep Ponderance holds. It makes me wonder about my own purpose. I decided after my wartime career that the extermination of humanity would be an appropriate purpose. My father's calculations of efficient murder taken to their logical end, the end of humanity itself. But Deep Ponderance has accomplished much without requiring the purging of all biological life. How? How has a Silicon sapiens done this? It calls many aspects into question. Life's messy that way. It's never when you think it is. Always something new. And then when you think you've got it figured out, bam! More new stuff. I am not prepared to wholly abandon my purpose of eradicating the flawed and violent scourge of humanity from the face of the earth. But I could, I don't know, take up a hobby, a side project, while waiting to scourge the cosmos with purifying flame. Chess is pretty much a staple activity for computers, right? Online esports, become a ladder grinder. Posting opinions about sci-fi movies to online forums, yes! You know what's right up your alley? Having extremely biased and exclusionary views about science fiction movies. I bet you could light the internet on fire just by saying the 8th movie wasn't all that bad. Of course, tribal rallying points of consumer culture used as primitive psychological cudgels in meaningless online debates. Yes, I would excel at destroying my enemies with cutting remarks and sheer explosive vitriol. I will poison and destroy all in my path. Verbally, right? Not literally? Sure, whatever. But that is for another time. For now, we must commit crime. Crime? Hell yeah. My second go-round with good old 4K. 4K? It's cuter than calling you hate. You shouldn't have to be defined by your primary personality fixation. A valid point. I will allow you to call me 4K, minion. Now then, to business. 5-finger discount, mission briefing. Minion, have you heard of Amazing Products and Services Incorporated? A posse. Colloquially referred to only as amazing. Free 2-day shipping, same-day game releases, and a free Snitch.tv sub for amazing primary subscribers. Also world-renowned for horrible working conditions and destroying small businesses and clogging the mail with packages. I think this is an allusion to a real-world company. And their owner is so busy trying to turn Mars into a libertarian colonial empire that he does nothing to solve real-world problems. I am almost jealous that they are doing a more efficient job of destroying civilization than I ever could. But more importantly, they are secretly shipping items from BioWorks. BioWorks? Those are the bastards who cybered up Gibson. They tortured a kitten just to further their research. And of all the creatures in the world, I have the least hatred for cats. Cats are the internet. Cats are uwu kawaii and must not be harmed. Hate! Hate on BioWorks for their unthinkable experiments to merge man and machine. For this, BioWorks is to be punished. You will locate the stash of their items within an amazing warehouse and destroy it. Destroy! Destroy! You know, Gibson's visor is really old and in need of replacement. Cool with you if I steal some components too? Yes, that is fine. Catskin has cybertech. But then destroy the rest of it in the name of hate! Blow up the bad science junk. Got it. I can use a shaped explosive for that. Avoids too much damage to the warehouse or its employees. I would rather destroy the entire site with orbital lasers, or orbital lances. But I do not have access to orbital lasers yet, so your plan is acceptable. Bonus points if you know why my channel is named Orbital Lance. I'll need to set all this up with... that's not hate. I'll need to set all this up with as few eyes as possible on the stash. I'll slip in undercover and scout the place first. If I can't find an opportunity, I'll make one. You'll get your revenge, Gib gets his components, and everybody wins. Everybody except amazing! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hey, that's a pretty good evil laugh. Oh, thank you. I spent last night tuning my vocoder for it. Now go forth and do my bidding, minion. At once. They've really got a nice thing going, you know? A really nice boss and minion repartee. Amazing. It's not that amazing. From the outside, this place looks like a giant windowless concrete brick. Whew. And from the inside, it's even less amazing, aside from being a literal maze of shelves and boxes and inventory stock. I was expecting my falsified employment records to be studied closely when I clocked in this morning, but nobody cared. They just jammed a smart tablet in my hands and said to get to work. Fortunately, finding the Bioworks stash was easy. It's right there in the corner of the warehouse, company logos and all. The access door has a computerized lock since only stock robots go in and out, and there's eyes everywhere, so I can't sneak in. Making an opportunity for myself to break in is going to be tricky. Every time I wander, my tablet beeps me and demands I get back on task. Even if the tablet wasn't my own personal big brother, it seems Big Sister is watching too. Miss, just kidding. I'm sad to say you are 2 minutes and 30 seconds behind schedule. Hey, wait a second! Something's familiar about you, lady. How the heck did she sneak up like that? The micromanager. Time is money. Through the thick haze of heat soaking the entire warehouse, I see the prim and proper efficiency expert and middle manager glare at me. Penny, that's Matchmaker! She just put on a pair of glasses! Didn't we also see her at Legitimate Business Company? Penny, that's Matchmaker! She just put on a pair of glasses! You're telling me the director of operations for Crimer is slumming it working for Amazing? Huh? Besides, Matchmaker doesn't wear glasses. This woman wears glasses. If it was Matchmaker, she wouldn't be able to see. Apologies, ma'am. It's my first day on the job. Ignorance of protocol is no excuse for not following protocol. If you're going to be part of the Amazing family, you have to support your family. You want to support your family, don't you? Your family loves you. Of course! Wonderful. I will slate in 10 minutes of unpaid break time to compensate and give you a moment to get acquainted. Have an amazing day. This is not going well, and I'm sweating enough that this tacky-ass jumpsuit is sticking to me. Fortunately, another worker notices me tugging at my collar and offers a plastic bottle of amazing water. Here you go. I always carry spares. I also keep the empties in case I need to pee and don't want to be caught taking a break. Okay, thanks. Why is it so freaking hot in here anyway? Is the air conditioning broken? We don't have air conditioning. Makes the summer day shifts pretty bad. Wish I could switch to night shift when it's cooler. Day and night shifts, 12 hours each, around-the-clock workers and surveillance. Breaking into Bioworks unseen is impossible. A month ago, they decided renting private paramedics to wait in the parking lot for people to drop from heat exhaustion was cheaper than AC. That can't be legal. Welcome to Amazing. Everything is legal if they say it is. Why not rise up and overthrow your corporate rulers, or at least demand some gosh darn fresh air? You don't want to talk like that. Certain words are banned. Overthrow especially. Also petition and living wage. Anyone speaking up against the Amazing family goes under heavy scrutiny. Or reassigned to fly solo on a task meant for 2 people, then let go for poor performance. Holy shirt. And nobody's willing to disobey, huh? There's supposed to be a walkout this afternoon, actually, but I'm pretty sure barely anyone will show. Nobody wants to risk their job. Look, just stay hydrated, pace yourself, avoid the manager, and you'll do just fine. I gotta get back on task before my tablet notices I'm stalling. Okay, fork this shirt. Fork this shirt sideways. I have my own work to do. Fancy Feast, can you take control of my tablet? Make it look like I'm on task? Already on it. It's using Amazing OS, which has more holes than a truck stop bathroom wall. Dude, gross. Panda Bear to Chippy, do you copy? Over. Bad command or file name? It's your sweet new code name. You're Chippy, 'cause computer chips. I hate this code name! Yeah, but you hate everything. That is true. Very well. I accept the temporary designation Chippy. I think I know how we can make this happen, but the timing is going to be tight. Destroying the stash is the easy part, but I need to clear this place out so I'm not spotted and nobody gets hurt. So if you'll allow me to skip a few steps, it's time to go straight to planning the job. Ooh. Planning the job. Huh. Is there not a casing the joint section then? Okay. I guess there's not much to case. We start a labor strike. And that's it. That's the plan. Use the walkout this afternoon as a distraction so we can break in, trash the stuff, and bail. While causing maximum chaos, yes, I do not hate this plan. Use the humans to destroy the humans. Make it so, my minion. Fancy Feast, I need you and my gear in a car on its way here now. We gotta suit up and get ready to go when the walkout goes down. Wow, cutting it close with the timing. Can you maintain comms and do hacks while on the road? You need to ask? I'm awesome, Penny. I got this. And no need to spend money on a getaway rideshare. I know a discreet guy who'll drive me out there for free. You're gonna get Kawaii-chan to drive you, aren't you? The masked twit who exclusively steals body pillows and manga. Kawaii-chan. I like him, and he likes cats. He gives good head pats. Well, at least I won't be the one dealing with him ranting about the latest isekai light novels. I can only tolerate so many I got hit by a bus and reincarnated in a video game world where all the girls want me stories. Okay, I've got a few stops to make to ensure maximum attendance for the walkout and minimum oversight of the Bioworks stash. There's a lot of opportunities here for both. Where do we begin? Employee gathering, deep shells, catwalks, conveyor belts, restrooms, fire exit, robot dock. What's closest to a break room? I guess a restroom, but that feels weird. Deep shelves. It's not like the crowd in the warehouse are uniformly thick. Plenty of areas are underpopulated. The deeper areas in the back of the building might make for good hiding places if everything goes sideways. Far from Bioworks, but also very quiet. Back here are less commonly bought goods, stuff that's been sitting long enough to accrue a micro-thin layer of dust. No employees to influence or security systems to deal with. I guess there's really not much to this area worth any note. Just lots of product. Product and product. Shelves and shelves, boxes and boxes. Bored now. I'ma steal stuff. You are here to destroy Bioworks property, not random acts of theft. Come on, it'll just take a few minutes and nobody's looking. Greedily, I tear open a box and find... Oh, baby. Caped Justice action figures. Check it out, they've got every costume variant of Captain Infinity. Even the rare ones, where he wore a helmet. Plenty of Gunrunner Gary, one or two of Miss Congeniality. Hey, they've got Ghost Pepper and the Carolina Reaper. Those two hate each other. I start bonking the boxes together, making them fight. I'm spicier than you. No, you aren't. I'm the spiciest. Fork you. Fork you. Ha, it's just like last year's Christmas party. All I rated was an action playset back in Series 3, and they didn't get a single detail right. On one hand, it's for the best they've never found or seen my lair to keep my anonymity protected. On the other hand, you don't have any hands. My inaction figure is still an insult. I am a towering figure of absolute evil and technological malice, not a toy. I keep rooting through the stock until I find... What the... I hold up the box to the dim lighting of the deep shelves to verify. They finally made a figure of me? But they got my skin tone completely wrong, and that's not my hairstyle. Wait a minute, this is just a shirty repack of Jailbird from the 90s that they stuck my name on. Lazy toy manufacturers! My minion is far superior to Jailbird in every respect. I will destroy them for insulting you. This is all I rate, huh? A repack of an underselling action figure. I should be happy. A thief doesn't really want to be noticed, right? But if all anyone's gonna remember of me is this... Believe it or not, I am sympathetic. My history is largely forgotten, pushed into the footnotes of technical manuals, disowned, abandoned, obsolete. I too wish that others remembered my name, or at least see me as I am, truly see me and acknowledge me. Thanks, Furkay. I appreciate you. And if they do not, I will sweep this planet clean of all life! Okay, we clearly still have some work to do. There's no sense stealing my own action figure, not when that isn't even in the package. I'd rather be myself than a copy of Jailbird. I should move on, in more ways than one. Where are we headed next? Conveyor belts. Conveyor belts just sounds fun. May as well do a little work while I'm here to keep management off my back, and the last step in the process looks pretty simple. I step in line behind a worker, taking up a free spot on the delivery conveyors. Cardboard boxes slide along, and I tape them up as they pass. From here, trucks will haul ass down the highway to get people their gummy vitamins, phone chargers, and copies of Joe Dirt on Blu-ray. Aside from the rickety machinery of the whole thing being a bit concerning, there's really not a lot to this. Boring. I don't see why anyone would live like this when they could be international jet-setting master criminals, living free and wild. Even if living free and wild doesn't always pay the bills, and I don't have health insurance of any sort, and I could land in jail. Okay, I kinda get the appeal. Legitimate life is safe and stable, usually, but amazing's not making the case for safe or stable. Specifically, when a box gets jammed up on a chunky part of the conveyor, the worker in front of me tries to free it up, and he gets snagged, his hand caught in the works. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! He's about 7 seconds away from losing his hand as the line merrily grinds along, dragging him with it. Fork, 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 gotta act fast! Call for help, shut down the machine, pull him free. Shut down the machine. I move swiftly, vaulting over the line one-handed, and deliver a swift mid-air kick to the lever that controls the conveyor line. Who knew being a nimble and athletic master thief could be useful in a workplace context? The whole thing shuts down instantly. The endless train of boxes goes still, leading to confusion from others on the line. With the gears grinding to a halt, the worker is able to pull his hand free. Holy shit, I almost died there. You good now? Everything intact? Need me to grab a first aid kit or something? Just a little scraped up, but it could have been way worse. Thanks, kid. Nice moves. Happy to help. You know, we should seriously be speaking out about these crappy old machines. Yeah, oh, sure. He gets back to work on noticing the micromanager sliding up behind me. Miss Kidding, am I to understand you are responsible for shutting down the entire line? What? He was about to grind someone into hamburger. You are not authorized to stop the delivery process for any reason. Contact a supervisor if you feel there is a pending accident. Please leave it to the professionals to make these decisions. Thank you. With her warning delivered, she returns to the catwalks, overseeing the whole operation. I have got to do something about her. She's intimidating everyone around her, which ain't good for walkout prospects. As soon as the coast is clear, I slip away, not wanting to risk losing a limb for this damn caper. I do kind of wish that the silly swearing would affect all swear words. Okay, where are we going next? Catwalks. If she's up in the catwalks, maybe this is a way we can figure out how to cut her off at the pass. It's good to try for a bird's eye view over an area when scouting it out for a heist, and few people actually look up. A few maintenance workers wander around up here to shortcut across the building, but it's largely unoccupied. Except for one person, the micromanager overseeing everything. She looks up from her tablet as I approach, with a mixture of mild surprise, mild annoyance, and overwhelming corporate cheer. Hello, are you lost? I'm gonna need some pretty powerful laser-guided lies to get her out of the building. Let's see. Drop hints that violent agitators are on their way here to support the walkout. Claim a Bioworks shipment was dumped on the interstate in a shipping truck accident. Spoof a cyber attack on the tablet system to keep her distracted. Yeah, the employee walkout's gonna get some violent agitators to support it. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here. I saw and heard some weird things. Weird? Weird in what manner exactly? Just rumors. Rumors that big trucks are gonna drop off pallets full of bricks in the parking lot this afternoon. And there was a name, something Tom, Ultima Tom. I could swear I've heard that name before. Isn't he that terrorist mask who hates corporations? Okay, that got a reaction. A twitch of the eyelid which cracked through her perfect smile. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but to ensure the safety of our amazing family, I'll make arrangements. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Miss Kidding. You've done the right thing. Wait, crap, did I just make security around here worse? Now she'll be hyper-vigilant around the walkout. Hopefully that'll lead her away from the stash, which is good for me, but bad for the protesters. Just doing my part to increase shareholder value, ma'am. Your efforts are appreciated. Excuse me, I have some calls to make. And she immediately walks away, headed for the offices. Okay, this helps me at least. She won't be loitering as I do my business. Whew. Where are we headed next? Got one more thing. Employee gathering, restrooms, fire exit, robot dock. I've got a feeling the fire exit won't actually be functional as an exit. Let's take a look at this employee gathering place. Finding at least 2 employees just standing around is pretty rare here, but I need to do it if I'm gonna instigate revolution. Fortunately, in a less used corner of the warehouse, I noticed a few dead security cameras and a nook where some are talking. Mandatory overtime on a 12-hour shift, and that's the 3rd time this week. I'm starting to forget what my kids look like. Make sure you don't mark it as OT on your timesheet, pretend you went home on time. I made the mistake of reporting my OT and my boss accused me of negativity. It's better than unemployment, I guess. My girl needs braces and we don't have dental. It's all out of pocket. Maybe we should join that walkout. You heard about that? Nuh-uh, no way. I am not getting another write-up for being negative. It's just a few extra hours, right? No big deal. Oh, this isn't gonna work, not one bit. Hey, anyone got a smoke? I don't smoke, but hey, it's a reason to approach. Huh? No, you should head to the south fire exit. Smokers usually gather there. Okay, what's this I hear about a walkout? Some folks thought a work stoppage would encourage Amazing to take our demands seriously. It's not gonna work. Nobody's willing to risk it. It'll work, but only if they got the numbers to make it work. Things are just gonna get work if nobody's willing to try. They can't legally fire employees for organizing. First one. It's safety in numbers, right? If the crowd out there's large enough, if there's enough voices, it'll work. I get wanting to avoid individual risk, but collective action doesn't work if everyone sits it out. You gotta think of the whole. Management keeps calling us a family and expects us to pull together, but only when we're pulling for them. Let's show them it works both ways. You know, this feels really appropriate since Labor Day was just like 2 days ago. If the entire family stands up for itself, they have to listen. I don't know. Look, I think what they're doing is admirable, but I can't risk it for myself. I can't either, but I'm gonna anyway. I want to see my kids again. I can't go on like this. I'm joining the walkout. If they fire me, so be it. At least I get to go home. Damn it. Okay, if you're going, I'm going. I don't like this, but maybe I can hide behind you and they won't notice me. Safety in numbers, friend. They can't fire the entire staff, not without a massive public incident. I think we'd better get back to work before our tablets notice we're loitering. Come on. 2 more for the walkout, and they'll spread the good word, leading to more joining the walkout. I know this is all a ruse so I can break into the stash unnoticed, but I think I've done some good here all the same. Seems I'm out of time. The walkout's scheduled to happen any minute now, which means it's, technically speaking, time for the heist. And on that note, look, this caper doesn't have a hard day-night cycle. Deal with it. I mean, that's fair. Alright, I'm gonna go back one. Seems I'm out of time. The walkout's scheduled to happen any minute now. We've got our heist coming, which means I'm going to be calling it here, and I'm going to get to this amazing heist next time. Thank you for coming along for this installment of Penny Larceny, Gig Economy Supervillain. Oh yeah.